Hey everybody.
Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, man! This was a crazy week. I don't know where this book is going, Osland. I don't know if you have any clue
I don't.
where this book is going because it is a mess.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a
I totally
mess.
agree. I totally agree. Yeah, I have a lot to say, and honestly, it's gonna be one of those things where I'm actually processing while I'm speaking it out because I'm so
Mm-hmm.
like, what? Like on different layers though, from the actual storyline to the book to the writer to like it being just a quality piece. I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
like. I think my title is "Why Am I Unimpressed?" That's how I'm feeling. That's what my title is right now. So yeah, I can't wait to talk about that.
I expected something way more to
Yeah.
have happened by now. I thought we were
Yes.
gonna.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get
Mhm.
into that in a
We'll
few.
get into it.
Okay. I just want to say, everybody, welcome to Pages and Perspectives with Oslin and T. Hello, everyone coming
Hello,
in.
everyone.
This is a live book club where we explore meaningful books through open conversation and shared reflection. You do
Mhm.
not have to be caught up. You don't even really have to be reading the book because we give a brief overview. This is a come as you are space.
Mhm.
It's a no judgment zone. This is judgment free. So if you're expressing yourself, feel free
Mhm.
without fear of judgment. We welcome and love different perspectives on the
Yeah.
topic, hence our name, Pages and Perspectives. We
Mhm.
love everyone's different perspectives.
Yes.
We are not trying to fix anybody, diagnose anybody, or judge anybody.
Mhm.
So if you share an experience up here, that's just you sharing.
Right.
It's just another perspective. That's how we view it.
Yep.
Speak from your own experience and share the space. And we just want to welcome everyone that's coming in. So
Yes.
I'm going to turn it on over to Oslin
Okay.
so she
Well,
can
I
get
want to
into
say,
this chapter overview because, man. But
yeah,
first, let me
absolutely.
welcome Tara. Hey, lady. Hey, lady.
Hey,
She said, "Hey,
Sarah.
ladies." So I'm saying, "Hey, lady." It's Tara. Tara from Journey to Wisdom and Wealth is here. We welcome
Hi,
you
Tara.
and whoever
Happy
else is
Sunday to
watching.
you.
I don't know what that name is. I see
Allison. Hey,
Allison.
Allison.
We missed somebody, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Arle,
Hi, R.
Arla Junior something. Hi.
Happy Sunday to you all. How's your
Happy
Sunday
Sunday.
going? What's the vibes like? Y'all, we about to get into this book and it's crazy. Yeah.
We are doing pretty good. We are doing pretty good. It's been a really relaxing weekend for me. I don't know about Oslin, but
It hasn't been relaxing for me.
it hasn't. Uh
It's
oh.
going by too fast. It hasn't been relaxing. It's like
Yeah, the too fast part, I agree. The too fast part, I completely agree on. I think every weekend
it's
goes by too
fun though.
fast.
It has been fun. It's no. Mine hasn't been relaxing, but it has been productive.
Yeah,
It's been productive. Like I'm
I
actually very
got you.
proud of myself, but I don't feel rested. I feel like I accomplished something,
Ah, got you. And hello, Sabrina. Sabrina just came in from My Budget Diaries.
Hi, Sabrina. Sabrina is my budget diaries. I
Yes,
saw this
that's
name somewhere
Sabrina.
and I was like,
She changed the
this,
name of her channel, so that's
oh,
Sabrina. Yeah.
nice. I love it.
And
I
yes,
love the
Tara,
emoji too.
hit that like if you come in.
Oh, Lord, let me stop clicking because I know how this thing does.
Oh,
But
yeah,
anyway,
don't do it.
yeah, I
Don't
was
do it,
like, let me
Osmond.
not do too much.
Don't do it. But Osmond is about to give us the rundown of these chapters this week, y'all. If y'all have been following along these past weeks, you know that this story is crazy boots.
hmm
I and I'm still aggravated with
Yeah,
old girl. She still gets on my nerves.
yeah,
Yes, Lowen is on my last nerve
yeah.
still to this day. To
I'm
this
kind of, I'm,
day.
I'm telling you, for me personally, I'm kind of on Colleen Hoover at this point. I'm like, what are you doing?
And her too.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what? Okay, so I'll say this because I'll get into the detail overview, but if we can explain why we're saying this briefly. Okay, so
Hmm.
basically, um, T, I this is my first psychological thriller book
Hmm.
I've ever read, but you love this category.
Yes, I do.
Is it giving psychological thriller to you?
It's giving hints of a psychological thriller. It
Right.
goes into hints of it. It's honestly giving more 50 Shades of Grey than even
Yeah.
a psychological thriller. Like,
Yeah.
y'all, this is not for the faint of heart when it comes to that. When I say 50 Shades, I mean
Yeah.
50 and a
Yeah.
half
Yeah, because
shades.
she be going in. Jeremy do be going in. Like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Like what? Um,
But it's not giving it hasn't gotten to the point it almost she keeps teeter tottering into it and then pulling back. Teeter tottering into it and
right.
then pulling back. Like she gives us that suspense
Mm-hmm.
and then she takes it away
Yeah.
and then she give it's like breadcrumbs, but
Yes.
it's not good. It's not in a good
Yes.
way.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I'm like so happy to hear that you understand exactly how I feel because
Mhm.
after this week, I wanted to Google. Cause I know you kind of. I heard you talk about Reddit before. I like Reddit too.
Mhm.
I wanted to go and like read what people were saying, but I knew that if I did that, it would be too many spoilers. So I just
Yeah.
been on this like energy of like, am I the only one? Because this was a highly recommended book. This was the book that we both had recommended to us in
Mhm.
separate occasions. And it's like, what is going on? Now I'm not saying it's terrible, but it gives to me like one of those movies you watch that you're just waiting for it to start. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
and
talking about?
it
It's
seemed
like
like
the
there were
movie is
wasted
happening. You're like
chapters.
waiting for it to start. You know those movies I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And then it usually ends stupid. It's like, what the
And
heck did I just
fast.
watch? Yes.
I feel like there were wasted chapters. Like I feel like some of the fluff that was put in,
Mhm.
like especially like the 50 Shades parts, I
Yes.
felt like that could have been
Right.
like condensed more
I agree.
and
Yeah.
we could have gotten more into the meat and potatoes of what's happening here because we still have no clue really
Right.
what's happening here.
Yeah. Because
Except one
honestly,
thing. We did figure out
it's
one thing, but
right. Because the 50 Shades parts of it, it's like I understand because Colleen Hoover is a romance novel person too,
mhm.
but it seems forced.
There
And
you go.
maybe it's supposed to feel like that because I think it was, and I'm gonna get into the chapter overview. One of the chapters, she was getting tired of reading it. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, like I'm over this, and that's how we kind of feel too. Like, okay, like what?
Yeah, you know it's bad when one of the characters that's reading her autobiography is like, "I'm sick of this now. I've had enough.
Work,
I've had
yeah.
enough of hearing about them." So yeah, maybe that was intentional, but
Hmm.
so far, yeah, I do have a little bit of letdown thus far, unless
Yeah.
something really amazing happens. But go ahead into your
All right.
overview.
So for our chapter overview, we read chapters 16 through 20. So obviously, I'm looking over here because I have notes because I did not want to miss anything, y'all.
Okay.
All right. So at this point in the book, Lauren has been there for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
She has finished the first part of the manuscript, the real reason she's there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
She should be getting paid soon. She
Mm-hmm.
sent something to Corey. And um I was gonna say, yeah, I was kind of surprised Corey didn't really come back either, but anyway.
Yeah,
Um
like
yeah.
so many missed opportunities.
Right, right. So at this point, she is like me and T just mentioned, she's kind of over reading the book, but she's also like curious to see how it ends because with some of the information that she's read, she wants to share it with Jeremy because Jeremy is um they're getting close. T early
Mhm.
on you said, I think she likes him. And you were totally right. And it's mutual.
Mm-hmm.
It's mutual for whatever reason. It feels weird that it's mutual for Jeremy, because I could see Lauren being like, um, what's that word you call
Caught
it?
in the moment.
Like just kind of
Caught.
like have him in some big bubble, like
Mm-hmm.
Mary's husband, and but I don't see why he's serious about Lauren. It's
He's
weird to
so
me.
quick with it too.
Yeah,
Like
suspicious.
this shouldn't be this quick. We're talking about a couple of weeks.
Right.
This lady's been in your house. Like you don't even really. I
Yeah.
could see if they were spending every day together, like all
Yeah.
this
Like
time
if they had,
together.
right, if they actually had a love storyline other than we know we're not supposed to be doing this and we're obviously attracted. That's all y'all have. But
Yeah,
even with that, they start talking about long term. It's like what?
yeah.
All right, so
And welcome, Chef.
hi chef, how are
Chef just
you?
came in.
Happy Sunday to you.
Thank you for coming through.
All right, so all right. I don't know how much detail I should go in. Like, I don't know if I should break it every single thing down. We just like
You
talk
don't
about
have to
it.
break everything, single thing down, because we'll probably go into that
Go
more
into more
individually.
details.
But
Okay.
just the overview
Good.
details,
Okay.
yeah.
So Lauren and Jeremy in chapter 16 finally give in to each other and they're together. One of the things that was weird about them, because I guess in the middle we'll talk about like how they actually felt and stuff like that. But in their first time of him kissing her or they're actually being together, she saw Verity. That is a thing to remember because keep in mind Verity is supposed to be incapacitated, and she felt like she saw Verity so clearly that she saw Verity clench up her fist and go back upstairs. At
Mm-hmm.
some point, she presents this to Jeremy, and he's confused because it's like, what? They check on Verity, the door is locked, and she's just in the bed sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so um that was I guess the gist of chapter 16. And chapter, I don't know, I'm kind of getting them mixed up, but anyway,
You
um
don't have to go by chapters. You just tell,
I
just
can just
tell
talk
what
about
you.
it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. All right, okay, cool. So um that happened, and then I don't remember where this fell, but they got locked in a room together at one point.
that was when they were.
That was like the second time.
It was the second time
Okay.
because they now that they've opened the door, y'all, to this little thing they got going on.
Yeah.
They're just trying. They're just they're just taking it to the next level. They're just
Right.
constantly trying, to get
Right.
together. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was the
So
second time.
right. So at some point, Verity, I'm not Verity. At some point, Lowen and um Jeremy were locked in the room together. Keep in mind, um Lowen allowed Jeremy to put a lock on the outside of her room to protect someone or everybody from her while she's sleepwalking.
Mm-hmm.
They get locked when it's just Crew and Verity in the house. What? Like what? Okay. And then Jeremy makes some stupid excuse as to what could have happened. Like
Yeah, like the door. If you apparently if the door if you shut the door in a
too hard.
weird
Yeah.
angle, that the lock on the outside of the door is gonna lock itself. Come on, y'all.
What? Like, come on
This,
now. You know
it's
what I
just
mean?
stupid.
Um, and it kind of that part kind of annoys me because it's like Jeremy. Okay, to be honest,
Hmm.
Jeremy tries too hard not to see Verity for who she is or what she really could be. Okay, now I know that may sound like a reach, but I'm going based on the things that she is writing in her autobiography, which we'll get into that
Hmm.
next.
Tara, we don't know. There's hints of Verity can walk. There's hints that she can't. We
Yeah,
don't really know. We don't know whether it's in Lowen's imagination that she saw Verity standing at the top of the stairs, because when they
right,
went up there to check on her, she was in a locked room in her
right.
bed asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that twinge of what I was saying about giving a little suspense, taking it away, giving a little
Right.
suspense,
Yes.
and taking it away. And it's like you don't know. You still, we are 20 chapters in and don't know whether Verity can walk or whether
Right.
this is all a figment of somebody's imagination.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So again, we was talking about last week, y'all, how the way the book is, it's us reading the book and then you have Lauren reading Verity's autobiography.
Mm-hmm.
So in chapter 7, so okay, Lowen basically skipped a big chunk of Verity's book because it was so filled with imagery of her and Jeremy's love life that she couldn't take it because she's actually falling for Jeremy and getting jealous based on what she was reading.
Mm-hmm.
So she skipped until she found a part that looked like it would help her get her understanding.
Mm-hmm.
In this chapter, she talks about how she actually got pregnant with her son 2 weeks after lying to Jeremy about being pregnant, which she lied to Jeremy and said she was pregnant because he was about to be upset with her about something she was doing to the twins. It feels weird talking about Verity. She is sick, y'all. I
She's
mean,
still sick. I don't
she
care
is.
if she wrote
She,
this thing, because we still don't know that either.
yes, she's very disturbing. That's the word.
If she wrote that, she is disturbed. She is a very disturbed individual.
Yeah. So okay, so Verity talks about being able to be in a point in her career where she can hire a full-time nanny so she can
Mm-hmm.
be, as basically as emotionally detached from motherhood as possible. That's her goal. Um and then she had these two twins, which at some point in her autobiography, she had a dream where one twin strangled the other twin or something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
she automatically used whatever that was. I don't know what the real psychological term for it is, but she don't really like neither one of these twins. But she was able to shift all her hate to one twin and all her love and attention to the other, which is wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Chaston. Um, this is the part where she starts to talk about what happened with her twins
Mm-hmm.
actually dying. Now I can
She
say
does get into
from a
that in this
reader's
chapter.
right, and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, from a reader standpoint, at least she gave us something, because that's one
Mm-hmm.
of the things that we still like. What happened? And we did get that answered with these chapters. So Chad Stan had a sleepover, and basically the kids woke up and snuck snacks, and Chad Stan ate something with peanuts, and so that's how she passed away.
She has an allergy. We've
She has
talked
a
about the
peanut allergy.
allergy early in the
Hmm.
earlier chapters. So
Right.
they were sneaking, having little snacks, and she ate something she wasn't supposed to.
Right. So, okay, so she knew that that was what happened. However, because she has this disdain for one of her daughters, she made it the twins' fault. So she was internally blaming Harper for Chaston being gone, even though she clearly knew that she something happened with the peanut allergy.
But I
She,
think
she
she actually really thinks that Harper kind of let it be. Almost in her brain, she's almost made it like Harper fed it to her or something. That's
yeah.
kind of how she's coming off. Like she's the one that fed her the peanuts or something. But it's really not the case. But
Hmm.
that's how much she shifted the blame to the other twin, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Crazy boo.
Yeah. And so, um, and keep in mind too, another disturbing thing, because I think some of the stuff we haven't gone into, like the
Hmm.
actual details. But she actually tried to harm her children. She tried to give herself, she tried to off her babies.
We
What the
talked
heck?
about it. We talked about these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then she tried to choke Harper. We did talk about that too, because Jeremy
Yeah,
came
we
in.
talked about both of them. Yeah.
So at this point, with Chasten being gone about 6 months now, she's viewing Harper like Harper's not sad enough. Harper's not crying. she feels like she doesn't, like she feels like she should have found a way to do what she wanted to do from the beginning. Wow. Okay. She is sick, 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 sick.
Yeah. So she tried
So,
to harm the twins in utero. That
mhm,
didn't work. She
mhm,
has the twins. Then she has the dream about the twins.
mhm,
That dream that makes her care in some way about one twin but not the other.
mhm.
So then she tries to harm the twin she doesn't care about.
Right.
That didn't work because she got caught. She got interrupted before she could do what she was
Mhm.
trying to do.
Right.
Now they're growing up. They're already a little older. And then the one twin, the one she cares about, passes.
Mhm.
Now she's still fixated on that other twin, thinking she's the problem.
Right.
She's the issue.
Right. So we learned that's how she feels about heartbreak in that chapter. Then we go back to chapter 18 where Lowen is kind of up to here with whatever's going on. So she decides that she's gonna test Verity. So I don't know exactly how to
I
see.
laughed at that part, and
Yeah,
I know I said,
I was kind of laughing at that part too because I'm like, okay, so basically she decided to go up to Verity's room and say things that would like trigger her. I don't remember all the
she
thing
said
she said.
horror.
Yeah, I don't remember all the things she said.
She
Yeah.
said she was going.
What did she say? I'm sorry, y'all.
It's mean, y'all. It's mean, and the only reason I'm laughing is because of knowing how mean of a person Verity is. I wouldn't laugh in a normal situation, but she's whispering stuff. Do you know what I equate it to? I don't know if anybody's ever seen this comedian. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Patrice O'Neal stand up, Elephant in the Room.
I don't know. I don't know.
But that's what it reminded me of when he's
Hmm.
talking about how people with how a certain group of women will like just whisper horrible things in a person's ear.
Yeah.
And she's telling her basically she deserves what she got or whatever.
Hmm.
Like she
Hmm.
deserves to
Hmm.
be in the position she's in. She's telling
Hmm.
her she's going to
Be with Jeremy.
basically have her husband
Yeah.
in
Hmm.
her bedroom that night.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um
Yeah.
she's saying horrible things to this lady, but she's
Yeah.
waiting for her to flinch or because she feels like if she says all this stuff to her that she's gonna be so angry that she's gonna move or jump or
Right.
and then
Right.
she threw something at her too. I think
She did
she
throw
threw a
something.
ball.
Yeah. And then all to what? Get caught up there with Jeremy.
Yeah.
Get caught up there by Jeremy.
Mm,
All close in her face, doing weird stuff.
she's whispering all sorts of horrible things in that
And
lady
keep in
ear.
mind too that he already found her in Verity's bed with the sleepwalking thing. Now here you are just in her face, like she's blowing it. She's just stupid.
That's why I said I don't really like Verity that much. I'm not Verity, but Lowen that much either, because she's dead wrong. Like
Yeah,
she's dead wrong in
she
everything that she's doing,
is.
and I
She
can't.
is. You're right
But
about
that
that. She
part,
is.
I did giggle. I giggled because I was. It
That's
reminded
funny.
me of Patrice O'Neal. If you
Yeah,
guys have never watched Elephant in the Room, that it reminded me of that.
that's funny. All right, and so then at this point, Verity doesn't even respond to her. So from the reader standpoint, we like, Lauren, is you crazy? Like, is you cool? Like, what is going on? Because
Mm,
we're going off what you're telling us. So did you see Verity ball up her fist? Because now you're in her face, and she have every reason to break character, and she's not moving. Like, what? It's like, are you crazy? Or is she that calculated? Is she that? And then to me, I'm like, if she is pretending, why? I still don't understand why she would be doing that. So
I'm
it's
still
it's
not
a lot of
convinced.
things. Like, what's the reason for being like that?
I'm still not convinced. I just feel like Lowen is getting on my nerves. She's just, there's something about her that's not sitting well with me.
Hmm.
And I'm not convinced anymore whether Verity, but what, there's some other things that you haven't gotten to yet that make
Okay,
me
I think
wonder.
I'm only on I'm on chapter 20 now. So, um, oh, yes, okay, okay, wait, chapter. Did she read two? Okay, okay, chapter 20. Well, it's somewhere after this, she reads more of Verity's manuscript, and she finds out that, well, we find out that Verity is responsible for Harper's drowning, which is crazy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it wasn't the shock bomb. It wasn't a shocker. You know what I mean? Because we
Mm-hmm.
had our theories like, what happened? You know, like it was not a shocker, but it really did show you how evil Verity is.
Mm-hmm.
How like Verity would be a real life sociopath.
Yes, very
Somebody
much
that
so.
doesn't have real genuine emotion or feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she would be a real life sociopath. Um, just the whole way it played out for her actually flipping a canoe and drowning her daughter, saving her son, saving herself, staging it. She went through a period where she told her son Crew to go and get Jeremy. She went through a period where she was calling out for her, but literally not caring.
She wasn't trying to save her. She
She
just.
was not trying to save her. She was trying to. She had it all mapped out how she was gonna cry
Mhm.
for her, look frantic, all these things to put on the display of a mother that just went through what she went through. But whole time she's responsible.
Mhm.
What the
She
heck?
sends her son in the house, running in the house, like, go get the phone and call your father. While he's running in the house, she's not going in the water trying to get Harper. She's
Hmm.
standing at the edge, just looking, making sure her head doesn't pop up again before
Hmm.
she. And she waits until she has to get in the water to look like she's looking for
Right.
Harper.
And then at one point she went to the canoe because she thought that it was a possibility that she could be hiding under the canoe. So she
Mm-hmm.
went to the canoe to make sure that she wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
What?
To make sure she didn't grab on, because there would be an air pocket. The canoe would be sitting up high, and
Right.
where you would sit, where the
Yeah, it will
the
be floating.
boat
Yeah.
goes, that would have air in it. She thought maybe Harper had grabbed one of the little things and was in the air, like getting air in there, and
Hmm.
so she looked under the boat to try to make sure that Harper didn't survive. Like,
Right. Yes. And something I just read in my notes, but I'm not sure where it came. That was another part we read in the autobiography, but in real life, Jeremy and Lowen start getting more serious about each other. Lowen has suggested that he put Verity in a nursing home, and um, they talk about moving on together. What happens after these 2 weeks? Like so that's another thing that's happening, and Jeremy eventually agrees to do that. So,
mhm. Now
I feel
y'all
like,
understand why Lowen is not. She's not on my angel list. I just feel
oh
like
no,
she's
she's not
making
on
a
mine
lot of.
either. Mm-mm. And then at some point, I guess I don't really remember this part, but she got some information from Crew that made her
You.
feel like
Hmm.
Verity was talking to him. Well, do you remember how that went down?
Yeah, you remember in the beginning though when I said I think that little boy holds the key to a lot.
Yeah,
Now we're learning that he does. He was
right.
there when Harper went underwater.
Right.
She's asking him questions. So basically, once she reads that section of the autobiography where Verity is telling about the events that led to Harper's drowning, and so Lowen gets in her little mind, I'm gonna ask him some questions to just kind of see what he remembers, because
Hmm.
he could not remember any of it.
Right.
So she's asking him leading questions like, do you remember the day that do you have a canoe?
Right. Right. Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he's just eating his little snacks, yeah. And she's
Mhm.
like, have you ever been out on the canoe? And
Mhm.
how long is it? Like she's asking him leading questions like that. And then she finally gets to the part of, do you remember when Harper
Mhm.
drowned or what happened? And he says, Mommy told me I'm not to talk about that.
Mm.
And she said, does your mommy talk to you? No, mommy told me not to talk to you, is what I think he said.
Maybe.
If I'm not mistaken, he said, mommy
Yeah.
told me not to talk to you.
Mhm. Or either or, whether it's Harper in general or that, it's like
Yeah, but there's a difference there.
because she could have said it before.
If he says, mommy told me not to talk about that, she could have done that before her
Right.
accident.
True. True.
If he says, mommy told me not to talk to you,
Right.
that means
Right. Yeah.
she's talking to him right
Right
now.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I'm gonna look that up. But go ahead with anything else you
Okay.
have. I want to make sure that I'm right on that.
Okay. So yeah. So that was pretty much where we left off. So now Loan is in a space where if she is actively speaking to crew, then it's Lauren's responsibility to speak up at this point. She can't just keep holding this manuscript and reading this autobiography and not telling Jeremy, not telling the police, or doing something because crew could be actively in danger.
Hmm.
So, T, I have to know, like, what, I know we talked about some of it, but it's so much. Let me read some comments too.
Who try to find? I'm trying to find that part because I want to
Jeremy
know.
Tourism and Welch says, so can Verity walk in? I'm going to say yes, she can walk. Or the other lady's delusional. I agree. Like, what?
Yeah, like I don't understand. I don't know whether she can walk, and that's what I mean by that push and pull thing she's doing. The author is making it. She's giving that room for possibility that Verity can walk. That
Right,
room for possibility that Verity is walking around this house doing all sorts of things.
right. Or that
You
Lowen
know,
is completely insane.
or that Lowen is crazy.
Yeah.
That's what she's and she's kind of set up that Lowen could be crazy. Remember the story of her mother? Her mother actually thought that because her mother slept with a lock on her own door because she was
Oh,
afraid of her daughter.
man, T. Okay, well, okay, we have a lot to get into, but
Yeah.
yeah, we have a lot to get into.
And remember, she left it open to the fact that when Loan was telling about when she did her sleepwalking episode, there's something else to that I don't think Loan saw that her mother did.
Hmm.
That recording, it left it to my imagination that there was something else that happened
Oh,
that
right. That
Lowen's
she
not
Lowen is
aware
not. Yeah.
that made her mother as
Go
scared
that
as she
hard.
is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because her mom went hard, like locking her
Mm-hmm.
out and all that stuff, and also I think treating her differently too.
Yes, exactly.
All right, but okay, so my biggest questions I would say right now, T are
Mm-hmm.
oh, and Sabrina says she is sick. She's very sick. Verity is
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Verity
this
is.
lady is Looney Tunes to the
Yeah, she
max. It's
is.
not even.
Mm-hmm. My biggest questions right now are if Lauren is not crazy and Verity is pretending,
Mm-hmm.
what is her motive for doing this? What could she possibly be getting out of having Jeremy think that she's incapacitated, having Lowen come in her house, write a book for her, she messing with her? What could she possibly be getting out of this? Like, what is the purpose? You know what I mean?
I almost feel like her end goal was to get rid of Crew,
Mm.
but she needs a way to do it. You know, you can get away with that one time. She's already gotten away with it with Harper.
Mm-hmm.
She just can't keep having these random things
Right.
with her involved. This getting rid of Crew would have Jeremy all to herself,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
she that's all she wants anyway. She just wants
True,
that
but the
man to
thing too,
herself.
like in this case, if you
Hmm.
gonna be like this condition for the rest of your life, you're not even what you just gonna magically heal once you
Hmm.
lose your
That's
son.
exactly what's gonna happen. That's
You know,
exactly what I
like
think she thought. Yeah.
yeah. Um. So yeah,
And
that
I
that
think
part.
maybe too, Osland, maybe
Mhm.
she thought that her being in that accident would make him love her again.
Yeah.
Like she's trying to see, think about it this way. You remember how when the first twin died and she thought that he would just kind of get over it?
Yes. Hmm.
She thought he would just, eventually he'll just forget all about, and she was shocked that he was so distraught
Hmm.
over the twin.
Yeah.
And then, she actually thought that Harper's death actually would be even less
Right.
pain because he had already experienced that, so he can't keep feeling this bad. Like he's going to eventually not care.
Oh
I
my
think that
gosh.
she saw his reaction
Hmm.
to how deeply he was hurt by their passing. Maybe this was a test for her to see how much he really loved her,
Mm.
whether he would be as distraught and heartbroken.
I can see that. I could definitely see that.
It's just
But
a,
it's like,
just a theory.
yeah, I know, but it's like she just all that. You know what I mean? Like,
Oslin, look at what the lady's done thus far,
I
according to
know,
her
but I'm saying
autobiography.
like, okay, but this was another thought I had. Yeah, I'm saying like all of this over Jeremy. You know, like that's the thing that her world revolves around is Jeremy.
Hmm.
But keep in mind, at the beginning of the book, at the beginning of her manuscript, she was talking about like she was in danger from Jeremy. Remember?
Hmm.
Like, had I known, and then she started getting into how she met Jeremy Crawford.
Hmm.
But it was kind of like a forewarning part. But I mean,
Right.
like, ever since the book started, all we hear is her being the crazy one. You know what I mean? So it's
Hmm.
like that's another thing that's kind of like because you remember when we read that we were kind of questioning, well, when did she write it? Like, did it happen after the accident? Like, because she was talking about something as if it was present tense. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah,
Right. But we
yeah,
find out now, that that's not. She definitely wrote this before it
right.
happened. You know what I mean?
Hmm. And so, another part that was interesting was how she reacted to because you kind of touched on this a little bit, T. How she reacted to Jeremy, um, Jeremy's reaction to losing Harper. For whatever
Hmm.
reason, she thought he would care even less
Hmm.
because that's the twin that she doesn't. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
when Jeremy finally made it to the dock and he was rushed past Verity in the water, screaming for Harper, looking for Harper, she was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, well, she was like, realizing she for just from that, not the fact that you just literally plotted to kill your daughter,
Yeah.
take your daughter out. You know what I mean? Like not just that, but because of how Jeremy reacted, you realize, oh my gosh, I've done something terrible. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
She
That was
thought
weird.
that for some reason losing the first child might be really hard, but the subsequent ones would be
Yeah.
easy. Like I don't know what in the who in their right mind thinks that way.
Yeah. And
Like,
then it was weird too because when they found her, she was in a fishing net and she tried to make it sound like that fishing net was intentionally left there for this to happen. Did you catch
mm-hmm,
that?
yeah,
Like she was trying to justify in her mind what she did to her daughter. Crazy.
mm-hmm,
Like whoa. You know what I mean?
Because I think she was terrified that she was going to come back up to the surface. Like that
Right.
was her whole thing. She, because I don't even think she would have called Jeremy as soon as she did. Crew was the one that made her have
Oh,
to call for help, remember?
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he was going crazy,
Yeah.
basically saying, Mommy, help her. Like, go
Yes.
help
Hmm.
her.
Hmm.
And because she wasn't doing anything.
Right. Oh my gosh. That's so sad.
So
He is
she sent him in the
crazy.
house to get him away so she could have more time to kind of look at the water and make sure she didn't pop
Mm-mm-mm.
up again. Like,
And so stuff like that is why I can say Verity is crazy enough to be behind all this. We
mm,
can't understand her thinking. She is crazy enough to be behind all of this. Okay? So it's like there are other theories because something is just not adding up. Like the door being locked when Lowen and Jeremy were together.
mm-hmm.
Lowen literally saying, "There she is," and saying that she. It wasn't a blur. It was she saw her clench her hands and go back upstairs.
Like being angry, just
Yeah,
like that. Like,
and for her
and
to be back in place, nothing, and that's only two instances. Every chapters pretty much that we've read have had little instances of stuff being weird
mm-hmm.
as far as Verity's ability to move and be around and do. So it's like,
But you can't. You just don't know. You
yeah.
just don't know if this is in Lowen's mind because she also gives the author gives that little twinge of this could actually be Lowen's mind playing tricks on her.
Mhm.
This could actually be her thinking these things because she's reading this stuff
Mhm.
and it's making her think
Right.
those thoughts.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
think about that because she started sleepwalking again. She hadn't done it in a long time until
Right.
she started reading that
Mhm.
manuscript.
Right. Yeah. And then how you feeling about Jeremy based on these chapters?
I don't like none of them. I just don't like what they're doing. I don't like the situation. I just don't like this whole storyline.
Do you feel
Um,
like anybody is scotch free? Do you think Jeremy's scotch free or even have potential to be?
mm, I think
Or
it's a
we
possibility.
but we know that he did lie already a couple
It's a
chapters ago.
possibility, but we know he is a liar.
Hmm. And to me, he's like, okay, you're the man of the house, Jeremy. You're the man of the house,
Hmm.
Jeremy. Lauren has been in your house for 2 weeks, and she's noticing inconsistent things that have to do with your wife. How do you not notice that?
And how are you so easily dismissive of what Lowen's seeing? Because he just kind of brushes it off like
Right. And how are you also how are you
think Jeff said he. Jeff. Why am I getting everybody's name mixed up? Chef said he. I think he said he's about to head out
thank
and
you
that
for
he'll be
coming,
free. But
Chef.
thank you for
We
coming, Chef.
appreciate it so much.
All of these names, I'm getting all mixed up in the
Um,
story names.
right, but
But
okay, it was a question you just asked. How are you what? How are you not?
how is he so dismissive of what Lowen is seeing
Mhm.
and or the strange occurrences? Because there's no way that them doing what they were doing, they did not they can't have no method of locking that door from the outside.
Right. That's it. I was gonna
And
say, how is he so easy to justify?
yes,
Like,
to
okay,
say it's nothing. And this is the
right.
second time. Remember when they were in the basement, the door shut on them.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many little things. That knife situation. Why are all of these little things occurring, but it's not, it doesn't even, but this is where I say the author kind of takes you, because if you were a spouse
Hmm.
and you've taken your husband, wife, whatever, to a doctor and they've pretty much confirmed her condition,
Right.
you've set it up in your brain that this is their condition.
Right.
So maybe he's making all of those exceptions to what she's talking about because he's convinced that he, like, she did not get up. She was not
Yeah.
standing up in that stairwell.
Hmm.
She's not, she definitely
Yeah,
didn't
like it's
ride
not
Mr.
even a
Wheel.
really a possibility.
Like it's not
Yeah.
even a thought because he's so convinced of the condition she's in. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then it also even went back to me as far as this too, because like Verity is in this autobiography telling us some stuff that is enough to have her sent away for the rest of her life in the worst possible conditions, like extra worst conditions, because you are just out of there, you know? And, she's also explaining some ways that she played Jeremy, like having the nanny come in at a certain time and having the twins cry all day and get right to them before. But it's like, again, Jeremy, was she that good, or were you like always missing red flags? You know what I mean? Like, were you always like just the like you don't know what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Something about Jeremy is still I don't know. And he's also moving on. He's moving with Lowen very fast.
He's just moving so fast. That's the only thing that bothers me with Jeremy is he is just moving way too fast with this chick that just got there a couple weeks ago. That's it. And the fact that he selected her,
Hmm.
so he chose for her to be the person that was going to be in that house.
And without ever reading Verity's books.
Mm-hmm. So I really do. Oh man, I'm sitting
Yeah.
here like with Verity, like why would she write this? So
Why was she right there? Yeah, that's also a good
that's the
question.
most incriminating thing.
Hmm.
And that's the reason why I can't 100% rule Jeremy out.
Hmm.
Because I'm like, why would you write something that is this is like I can go to prison type
Hmm.
stuff.
Hmm.
This is not
Yeah.
this is not just we're going to divorce stuff. This is she's going to go to prison stuff.
Right. Hmm.
Why would you write that
Right.
and leave
Exactly.
that anywhere?
Yeah.
And then your last line be what it was.
Which was
Like when she's talking about the whole incident of what she did,
right.
and then you're gonna go out and hurt, like if you hurt yourself
Hmm.
and leave that behind,
Right. Yeah.
why would you do that?
Hmm. I don't know. What I do know is, well, first I want to know, do you have an aha moment or something like that to share this week?
Well, we've already went over my aha moments.
Oh,
One
okay,
was
okay.
Verity. One was Verity standing in the stairwell.
Okay.
One was the locked door,
Yes.
because I still don't get that. I still do
Hmm.
not understand that.
Hmm.
And I'm just trying to understand because my mind just keeps flipping back to whether Lowen is crazy or can
Right.
Verity get up?
Yeah.
Can she move?
Right. Now, what I am happy, I could not wait to this day. Ever since I texted you, T, earlier this week, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
because I have that personality that is like suspense. The suspense is killing me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy that after this week, we're gonna know what actually happened. Okay. Um.
Oh yeah, we have to because this is going to be the last. It's 21 through 25. We have to
Yeah.
find out what's going to happen.
You have to find out what's gonna happen. And so have you do you have the audiobook and the written book?
Yes.
Okay. Did you notice that on the audiobook there's a chapter that says Dear Jeremy?
Yes.
I'm very curious to see who's saying Dear Jeremy and why, because that's a bulk of what is going on. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't know. You know, like what is gonna happen? I'm just hoping that it's good. I'm hoping that it helps me to see why people recommend the book, and
Mm-hmm.
that it's not one of those. I can't stand a movie with a bad ending. I feel like I wasted all my time if I watch a movie, and it's usually only an hour and a half or something like that.
I'm just afraid this is gonna end real dumb.
That's what I'm saying. Like I will be so disappointed if I'm still next week feeling unimpressed.
Hmm. And you said that she's a romance novelist.
I believe so. Yeah, I was reading that. Like this was outside of her usual.
Uh oh. Okay. I don't
What you
know, but I
thinking?
can't wait to finish it off because I just gotta know what like is Low and Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs or I want to know if Verity can get up. Can she
Yeah,
walk? Like, can
right.
she talk? Like, I need
Yeah.
to know.
And if she can, I want to know why. Like the ultimate question for me is why. Like why? If Verity is being set up, why is she being set up? If Verity is pretending, why is she pretending? Um, and I think that's my biggest two whys
I
that I can
just
think
want to
of.
know, like, if this lady, like, if she can get up and walk and talk, like, the why, yeah, I want to know why. I
Hmm.
want to know what happens to her. Is she
Yes.
going to jail?
Hmm. Right.
I mean, she needs to go to jail. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I don't know. And I have a feeling, well, the way he talks to Lowen about her, he doesn't feel he didn't feel about Verity the way she felt about him.
Oh no, no.
He didn't have he just had an attraction to her.
But Verity also had a sick obsession. It will be
Hmm.
hard to match what Verity had. She had a sick obsession with Jeremy, or has
Yeah, but it
actually.
just seemed like he didn't love her like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I
It just
understand.
seemed
Yeah, he wasn't even a baseline on Verity.
mm-mm.
She's all the way up here, but he don't even seem to be meeting baseline. Like, it's a good point.
So it kind of made me understand why what led him to start doing the things he was doing because maybe he just never he never really felt like that
Yeah.
anyway, but it doesn't excuse what he's doing.
No, I don't excuse it.
And it's just like I just can't imagine
Hmm.
that if she's really sick, let's say she's really in the bed, let's say all of Verity's injuries are 100% truthful, she is never going to get up, this is her, she's not getting
Hmm.
up. How could you, in good faith and conscience, like,
Hmm.
I mean, just, I don't know, man. It's just a lot. It's a lot
What
to
you
be
mean?
doing in the same house.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You talking about Lowen and Jeremy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I think Lowen
yikes.
overall, she has almost dehumanized Verity based
Mm-hmm.
on what she's reading about her
Mm-hmm.
from her and also the actual condition that she's in. Verity mine's too low and I think might as well be like a blimp. You know what I mean?
Mm,
She's reading this and she's already. Because I mean, think about how we feel about Verity. Like you are sick. Like you know that on top of
yeah.
it's like blur and then the strange attraction to Jeremy also. That's not me excusing. I'm just saying maybe that's the thought
Yeah, it's
process
like
for
she
her.
sees her as if she's not even there anymore, vacant.
Yes. And
But how
also
can you
and
at
also
one point?
doesn't like her. Like there's no respect. She don't have no respect for Verity, is what I'm trying to say
Oh, okay,
ultimately.
okay, okay, okay.
She don't have no respect for Verity. And I feel like Jeremy, I wonder if Jeremy has a suspicion or not a suspicion. No, yeah, I want to scratch the word suspicion. But I would think that Jeremy may in some way feel Verity is responsible for Harper. You know, I could see even if they didn't have a weird dynamic, how a parent could possibly have a sin of resentment if it was one parent's responsibility and it didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm like, I wonder if that ever plays to
Maybe
him.
that's the reason why that he feel he may have lost a
Yes. And
feeling for her because of the
yeah,
yeah.
that, and also he had called out before her disdain for Harper. So
This is true.
we don't really know how he feels about Verity from his standpoint. However, we do know it's not much love or respect because of what he's doing with Lowen. You know what I mean?
Got you.
I think
What up,
they
D
both
Dunk?
have put themselves above Verity in a way.
Yeah. D Dunk just entered the building.
Hi, D
Said he's
Ghost.
just
How are
saying what's up.
you? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. But yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I just I don't know. I just feel like the whole house is messed up. There's everybody in there needs to
What
go.
about
I
Crew?
don't.
What are your thoughts on Crew this week? Hi, Queen's Alchemy. How are
Hello,
you?
Queen. I'm not sure about Crew.
You're not true about Crew? I think though,
I
I
think
think
he knows so much.
yeah. I think earlier this live, or was it last week, you said he's a key point, he's a key
Mm-hmm.
factor. I can
Mm-hmm.
see that too. And he's also the one, like, even in our discussions, it's easy to kind of forget about.
Right.
He's kind of like a little bit easy to forget about, but he's
Yeah.
always there.
Oh,
He
thank you, Queen. But yeah, I think that Crew
Thank you,
is.
Queen. Yeah.
He knows so much. He knows so much.
He does.
And for some reason, he feels very much a mama's boy.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
So I'm like, if Verity can talk and if she can move around, if she whatever, he knows.
Mhm.
And if she can talk and if she can move around and if she can do whatever, she can tell him what to do, say,
Or even
he,
do, because I was
or
thinking
that's
like,
right, do.
yeah,
Yeah.
because what if the door lock thing? What if she told Crew to do it? You know, it's weird. Oh my gosh, it's weird.
Like, what if he's going in there and she's saying, "What's happening out there?" And
Hmm.
he's like, "Daddy's putting a lock on her door on the
Yeah.
outside." And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hmm.
And she
Right.
says something like, "If you ever see Daddy go in there with her, you lock that door," or
Yeah.
something like that. What do you do? What do we don't know what is
We don't
happening.
know. We
We
don't
don't know what's
know.
happening. These people are crazy, y'all. But I hope. Oh, I know. Oh, I might have spoiled a little bit, Ozma,
Really?
because I was reading this and I was drifting off to sleep, and it went a little bit into chapter
Yeah.
21, and I
Oh,
had to
really?
shut it off really fast. So some of this stuff that I said, I may have went into chapter 21, because I cut it off immediately when I realized it was going into
I
that.
don't
Because
know. I can I mean I read everything you read.
okay, I just want to make sure, because I know the first page or two, I think of chapter 21. I let the audible was still going. I had stopped reading the book, but the audible
Yes.
kept going.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, I gotta turn this
Yeah.
off because I don't want to know.
Right.
I
It's
don't
like
want to
you want to
know.
know, but you don't want to
I
know.
want to know, but I don't want to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Queen, we're actually reading this book called Verity by Colleen Hoover.
It's like a psychological thriller,
Hmm.
which is the first. This is our first fiction
Yes.
book
I've been
that we're
enjoying it
reading.
too, honestly. But I cannot wait to finish this book today, T. And then I'm gonna be Googling. I can be free to do my Googling after I know, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I want to see. I can actually watch the trailer of the movie too.
Yes, I that's
Or
one
if I
thing I want to do.
finish,
I want to finish these chapters, the last 5. I want
yeah.
to be able to watch the trailers
Hmm. And also see what other people are
and see
saying.
what other people thought.
Yeah, I
Yep.
can't wait. So next week we're gonna be finishing the book. It's gonna be chapters
Mhm.
21 to 25, and it's gonna be an interesting episode. I know.
I hope
Whether we
so. I
upset and
hope it
disappointed or we're mind blown, it's gonna be interesting.
I hope that I'm either going to be impressed with how she wraps this up in these 5 chapters
Yeah,
or I'm going to be sorely disappointed.
yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna be. I'm thinking we're gonna be impressed because we gotta
Okay.
remember this was recommended to
Yeah,
us,
to you
and
and me
also
by different people.
yes, and also I asked my cousin about it, and she didn't remember much of the book, but she was like, the ending is crazy. She didn't say nothing else but that. She said the ending is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think
Queen
that's
says
it. We
she's
right
not a
at the
fiction
hours.
reader. What's
Okay.
next? I'm thinking we haven't decided on our next book, but I'm thinking maybe we will do some kind of biography or
Yeah.
autobiography or
Yeah.
something like that. We're trying to mix it up. We're trying to mix
Hmm.
up some genres, and that's one
Right.
thing we haven't done yet.
Yep. The
So
first
it's
book we
possible.
read was The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, and the second book
Mm-hmm.
we read was The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by Mark Manson, and this is
Mm-hmm.
our third book.
Yep, this is the third one.
Hmm. But yeah, Tia, that's our hour. It's been
It
fun.
is.
I
It's
cannot
been
wait. I'm about to
real.
go sit on my couch and listen and read this because I have to know. I'm
Yes.
such a Googler. Like, I'm the type of person that will be watching a movie, like an biography, and Googling the whole time because I'm just like curious. So this has been killing me, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
ready.
have to know how this ends, so I'm getting ready to do it too. Guys, as soon as we get off here, I'm about to listen to get to the end.
All right, sure. You have a great week. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Journey to
Tara,
Wisdom and Wells.
Queen,
Be dunked. Yes.
Chef D Dunk,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll see
Allison,
everybody.
Sabrina,
And everybody on the
and
replay, as
anybody else
always.
that has come in, and anybody on the replay.
Yep. All right. Bye, T. See y'all
All
next
right, bye, Oslin. See you next week.
week.
Bye, y'all.